Greetings, it's Vaygrim. Welcome to an episode of ForgeCraft 2. I spy a squid that's got a hat I want. Come here, come here, come here. You're mine. Yes, I want a TARDIS hat. I'll never wear it. Just knowing I have it is an awesome thing. I didn't know if I was going to be recording an episode today. A little unexpected. We've been having problems on the server regarding TPS issues. And if I do COFH TPS, we've got a rock solid 20 with a 22.55 millisecond response time. That is very good. One thing I need to do real quick is I do off on. The only waypoint I see is my own for right now. I'll turn others on as needed. I'm gonna put those away. Gonna put those away. Just add that to my stack. You have no home. Okay, that's interesting. Did I finally fill all of it? I think I may have. Yeah, I might have to put some buffer, just some dump chests of some kind. We'll see. No exchange energy value. Bummer. Okay, so I am here on ForgeCraft 2. We actually have a functional TPS again. Look. Oh my gosh. I barely know what to do with myself. One thing I was doing earlier today is growing some wheat. Harvesting and growing wheat. I've got the base chunk loaded again because I don't have any heavy ticking constant stuff. Not really. I don't think anything at my base is weighing very heavily on the server, so I feel comfortable chunk loading it again, at least for short durations when I need it to. So, let's see. That is still going strong. Reinforced 3 doing wonders, even despite the fact that this has been chunk loaded since last night. The tree farm has been doing wonders. And we're still building up lots of birch wood. Lots and lots of birch wood. I think birch wood will contrast real nice with the black. I'm just not sure what form of birch I'm going to use. Let's get that. There we go. A little bit of a delay every once in a while, but I actually think that's not the server. I think that's me. As you notice, I am one tick mark down on my connection between the server and me today. I don't know why, but it's not enough to notice. It is not even remotely close to as bad as the TPS issues I was having. One thing you'll notice right now, I actually, if you look in the top left corner, I relocated. I'm using large UI to make it a little easier for you guys to see it on mobile devices. I relocated my Wayla to the top left corner. I don't know if that's going to be harder for you guys to read or not. Do I need to... Let's... That might be a little more legible. I'll leave it there. Anyway, so the top middle is clear. I don't have it there and really big now. It's in the upper left corner. You guys are going to have to let me know if that's going to be legible for you or not, or if I need to put the background for it back on, because right now it's set to the background being clear. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing wonderfully. I made another muffler. Why did I make another muffler? What's this? This is new. This is new. Well, I am going to try and make pink slime. And to make pink slime, I need the slaughterhouse, or as my friend Mallrat put it, the laughter house, with an S on the front. This is, idling, ticking down. It's getting power through the floor from this thing right here. This is a capacitor bank I made. Another one. It's just a basic. 1 million RF, no big deal. And it is getting... It's only getting 20. It's interesting. It was getting 40 earlier. I might need to Let's get this. Put that right there. And then... Aha! There we go. That's more like it. Okay, so this thing is getting charged up post-haste. And I've got some sheepies in here with a sound muffler to keep them quiet. Let's do another round of feedings real quick. There we go. We're trying to make kids. Specifically, so I can get one of these golden lassos. You, come here. I'm sorry, it's your time. And this is going to take a lot of sheep. The slaughterhouse only actually kills adults. It does not kill babies. Because I had a baby accidentally escape through this hole, running back and forth over here. Nothing happened, so I know that for sure. Pink slime's also not guaranteed with every single kill. I am going to build up a lot more liquid meat before I get the pink slime I need. Why am I making pink slime? Let me put this back. Why am I making pink slime, you ask? Well, that comes back to this. I stepped on last night, and when I noticed the 20 TPS, oh gosh, did I get productive all of a sudden. What is that? Yes, that is a mining laser from MFR, ladies and gentlemen. I've got a nice crate up here. I'm going to swap out crates when I need to. You notice this baby right here? This is a 3x3x4. Yeah, 4 reactor. This thing has 10 million RF in it, 9.9, yada, 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 yada. It is 99.9% or 0.4% full. This gets about 550 RF per tick. Now, that is not amazing, and technically speaking, the mining laser, in order to reach peak efficiency, needs more. Now, it used to be that the mining laser used a lot of power, but if you gave it less power, it would still work, but slower. I actually don't know if that's the case anymore. I'm going to have to find out. But the plan right now is this is 10 million RF for the pre-chargers once I get them built. To actually, you have the drill. Let's look at this real quick. Laser. Okay, there we go. So you have the laser drill. I've got one of those set right there. I'm going to have to burrow all the way down to bedrock for that thing too. That's going to be hilarious. So, laser drill. But you also have to make pre-chargers. Now, these say they use 5,000 RF per work cycle. I'm actually not sure how much a work cycle is. But basically, this thing does not make enough to sustain. However, what we can do is for now use this, the battery for this 10 million RF, to run the actual laser drill in short bursts. I'm going to see if it works. It may or may not be viable, but this is temporary, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a permanent solution. I intend, wow, I messed that word up hard. I intend to build a bigger, better, much more powerful reactor. Might get somebody else's help with it, but this is our starter reactor for now. Option number 2 is to use this, but make a bank of capacitors from Ender.io. The normal capacitor bank is 5 million RF per tick. The vibrant capacitor banks are 25 million. So we could make just a couple of vibrants and just stack them up right here or something. Maybe pipe the power out of this over to right here and then have the power hopscotch to the actual laser drills, the pre-chargers. But we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to go the buffer method or the sustain method, but I've got two ideas I'm working with. Right now, this is going to afford us short bursts of operation from the laser drill. Now, the bigger problem I've got is that the laser drill needs, those pre-chargers need 5,000 RF per tick, or 5,000 RF per work cycle. I don't know if I need to give it in one swat. If that's the case, I have MV wires. I can't remember how much power these things carry. I might have to update to HV. I don't know. I don't even know what HV requires. Let's look real quick. HV wire connector. Okay. That is aluminum. That's it. Ooh. Does that mean at high voltage wire coil, hemp rope, steel cable coil? That is a combination of steel and aluminum. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Is this thing done, by the way? I put some more. Whoops, still working. And still making, I used a whole bunch of creosote to make more creosote treated wood. And so now I need to actually make, oh, wait a minute, a whole bunch more creosote. So I'm making more coke. I can put that in there. I'm going to go get probably a half stack of iron real quick. Oh, whoops, wrong elevator. I was underwater for a second there. Let's go over here. I'm going to put this back. I know you're looking at this and saying, but what is that? Well, funny story, I don't have any emeralds. I've only ever found, I forgot about this though, I only ever found one. But I don't have any emeralds. So I need emeralds to make, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, a chronotyper, yes. A chronotyper is a fun little contraption that lets you move a certain type of thing from one area to another. You can state babies or adults. So basically what we do, oh yeah, wait a minute. Before I forget, real quick, I already get sidetracked. Iron, get a half a stack of that. I actually can't remember how much iron I have. I need to go check. I really need to get something that gives me haste or yada yada yada. Let's put that in there so we can make more steel. I might have to actually swap to HV cables for the reactor and laser drill. As a matter of fact, I expect I will. What was it doing? Oh yeah, 1, 2 down. What we do. Now I gotta remember these machines face away from you. Yes, there we go. It's got power already. I ran power underneath that block, under the floor. It actually goes under the fence line, up to the bottom of this. So now, this thing's getting topped off and filled. Our chronotyper is working. As things grow up, no, go over there. Hey, come here. Oh gosh. They're trying to get back to their parents. Yep. Can they get back over it? No, they can't. Ha! That'll teach you. I need to actually get... Do I have any spare fence? Ooh, I do. I do. Let's... There we go. That looks a bit nicer. Maybe I'll close the roof in a little bit. We'll see. So I'm very happy that we're actually able to recover the series, so to speak, and continue on ForgeCraft. I have had some of you ask what happened to Agrarian Skies. Apparently you haven't seen the last episode or two of this, of Agrarian Skies. But Agrarian Skies kind of fell apart because my team got busy, they got distracted, and we stopped logging onto the server. So, yeah, it kind of, I think they got bored. A few of them have done Agrarian Skies 1 and 2 several times already, and the other one was just busy with the move and real life stuff. So, yeah, no hard feelings, it's just one of the things that happens. So, when I make... Can I... There we go. So kids will automatically get yanked over here. As they grow up, they get killed. I know it's horrible. And we will start getting pink slime. Why do I need pink slime? Well, I need... Let's look at laser again. Okay, laser drill. This was actually remarkably inexpensive. Basically, the way this makes up for things for being cheaper is the silly amounts of power it needs. But over here, I need a pink slime crystal. You get a pink slime block and smelt it. You make pink slime block out of pink slime balls. And the way you get pink slime balls is by getting a bucket of pink slime, pouring it on the ground, and it turns into the balls. Then you make blocks out of it. So yeah, I don't know how many buckets I'm going to need. I don't know if it's one bucket to make one block. You know, how many slime balls does one bucket give? I'm expecting I'm going to need at least 4 buckets of pink slime. I have killed 10 sheep so far, and once I got that. So it is a random chance for this to actually happen. I don't know how often it's going to happen, but anyway, the next step is to get an automatic feeder, maybe something like a veterinary station. I'm thinking about putting it either right here or putting it in the wall on the other side, right here, basically, so it faces that way. That might be good. And the veterinary station, I think, feeds and shears, but I can't remember. But that means I'm going to have to get some item conduits. I will get some free wool out of the whole process, but... yeah. Sorry, kids. I need pink slime. You are my route to pink slime. I hate to be a meanie about it. Actually, I don't, but, you know, whatever. So, let's go back down real quick. Oh, actually, let's go up here. I made a steel drum from Extra Utilities, and it now has liquid XP in it. I put a grate over the top. And let's go over here. Yes. So I have the nice safety caging. This is clear glass in the form of covers to go all the way around it. I need to put corners on this, but for right now, this will do just fine. I might actually put strips right here that are a solid material to look like bracing. I think that could be good. Yeah, I think it could be real good. I went with the laser drill because the laser drill, we give it a whole bunch of power. In this case, we give it a whole bunch of power in the form of, battery backstock. We let it run for a little bit. It will accrue some things for us. Then it'll turn off, and we turn the battery back on again. That's how we're going to actually run it. Now, what I might do, I have no way of disabling power output on this. So as soon as I turn this on, it's going to start, once this battery buffer runs out, the prechargers are going to start draining power from it directly again. So I'm going to actually have to disconnect and reconnect the wiring on a pretty regular basis for now. Option number 2, like I said, is to make maybe a standard or a vibrant capacitor bank from Ender.io. Maybe put it right here, have both sides pipe into it, and then I can have an out. And what I can do is have it respond to redstone controls and say, hey, don't pump power out if you're receiving a redstone signal. That way I can put a nice lever on it. I can shut that down and we can just charge it up, then turn it on. It'll be nice. That's what I'm thinking. I still have plans for the whole biodiesel system up here. I still want to do that, but I need to get a mining solution in play first. This is important. For now, I'm only going to have 2 prechargers, one here and one here. So basically, I might even start with just one, because we're probably only going to get enough pink slime to make 1 crystal. So we're going to start off with 1 precharger, which means this is going to be slow. And we're going to have to work our way up to 2, then maybe even a 3rd one right here, and maybe a 4th one. Don't know, we'll see. Not sure how I'm going to do it for right now, but that's what I'm thinking. I am going to cut things off here. Thank you very much for joining me on this episode of ForgeCraft. I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from you guys on the base, the glass in the corners, and just the general layout of the place. I very much appreciate the positive comments that you guys have given me on this. I actually wasn't sure if this base design was going to work at all. I really wasn't. But let's go up. Quid, please. I like the general aspect of it, the vibe. One thing I need to do is swap out this glass for enlightened clear glass. So that it lights up kind of like the rest of the floors are. This one and this one, both these floors have storage drawers in front of them, as you can see. By the way, I need to put more of those in. Yeah, in general, I'm very happy with how this whole thing has come out. I think it's a very good base design. I like it. I can't wait to actually, once I get some automated resources coming in, I need to take some time to actually build the Mage's Tower over here, and then it'll start looking like more of a real complex. Right now, I have a a facility under here, which is where the sheep and the slaughter pens are. I might make more space, put some hallways in, and make it better organized. Actually line the walls, give it a very legitimate look. That's the plan. Which means at some point, I'm going to have underground space connecting these two. The basement of the Mage's Tower with the basement of the actual main tower. And then the basement of the Mage's Tower might eventually cross-connect to the Ag Lab, or maybe there'll be going to be something over here. I don't know. But I like it. I think it's coming out real good. I need to go steal some more coral from somewhere and decorate the rest of the landscape. That is one plan that I've got to do at some point over the next week or so, because it makes it look a lot better. Let's turn back into me. This is the lever for my chunk loader. Because it's off right now, the chunk loader is not receiving a signal, so it works. If I ever want to turn off chunk loading before I log out, just do this. I do think it's dumb, by the way, that a personal chunk loader, which only runs when you're online, is more expensive than a standard chunk loader. That's dumb. But that's not the point here. Anyway, I'm going to wrap things up. I will catch you guys later. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you have a great Thursday. Bye-bye.